with the news.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got time. And incomplete to open things up. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. off here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And some room to work. He's at the 50. The 30. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down and goal to go from the 7. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here in the eye. Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the... The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. They find some open field here. Pass, there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are in for 6. And Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up a throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
And On the ground they go with the running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, so much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock. Finding
a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll cut it out, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first-down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Now a handoff looking right. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets him a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A handoff as they run the counter play. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. An 18-yard touchdown run. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 16. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take...
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the... So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the I. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down.
Detroit! Hurry up, back down, Philly, here we go! Set, blue, no, check, Patriot!
Now back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bengals, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long.